Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share all the tips and tricks I learned while attending a Makeup by Mario Masterclass. I also got to meet Mario himself. He was so kind. He's one of the most inspiring makeup artists I have seen just come up, and also I've met, to be honest. So I'm very excited to share all the tips and tricks. Also, you guys have been showing so much support on my channel, and to give back to you guys, I'm doing a mini little surprise giveaway. If you guys want to win all the products that you are seeing on the screen right now, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment down below what tip that you learned from this video, and also for a bonus entry, follow my Instagram as well. I will be putting all the rules down in the description box as well, and I will be including when I will be announcing the winner of this giveaway, so make sure you guys don't miss out and enter the giveaway. Okay, now let's get started. Alright guys, let's start off the video. We're gonna do brows first. For brows, Mario actually does the backcombing technique where he backcombs his brows, and then with your brow gel you kind of go and start combing it out afterwards. This allows for the brow gel to coat every single hair. I believe Mario has a brow gel from his brand. I've never tried it. I like using the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Now, Mario actually doesn't believe in primers, so he actually skips primers, which is so crazy because primers is like a whole market at Sephora, at any beauty store. But instead of primer, he actually goes in with a very thick moisturizer to keep the skin hydrated. Mario actually uses these two creams right here. He uses the Embryolisse cream for all over the face, and then for under the eyes, he uses the Rich cream, which is a very thick moisturizer. This is the Road Barrier Butter. I don't know why it's like not focusing, but this is a very thick moisturizer that I have been loving. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my skin. Okay, we're just gonna let the skin absorb that moisturizer. Mario actually does his eyes before he does his complexion, so that's what we're gonna do. The first thing he does is use concealer and go all over the lid. Applying this on this side as well. And then he takes a little bit of loose powder and then just goes in and just lightly sets the eyes. Okay, for eyeshadows, Mario has his eyeshadow palettes. These are some incredible formulas. Really highly recommend them if you have not tried them. This is more of a neutral cool tone palette, and this one is a warm tone palette. You can go in with whichever one. For today, I'm gonna stick with the warm tone one. I'm just gonna go into this brown right here. Mario likes mixing in his browns from his palettes. And what he likes to do is he likes to kind of like tap off the excess on his arm. By the time he's done with the client, his arm looks like it's been through war, like literally. And I'm just gonna go in and start blending that into my crease. I'm so happy I was able to attend this masterclass. Like, I just learned so much, and just learning from someone who's been like a pro and been in the industry for this long, and like just sharing his tips and tricks was just an unreal, surreal experience. Make sure you keep blending it until there's no like harsh lines. One of the most important tricks Mario mentioned was that when you're blending your eyeshadow, you want to make sure that you're bringing that shadow right into this nook right here. This allows continuity, and it doesn't look like your nose and your eyes are completely separate. It kind of blends everything together. The reason Mario does his eyes first is that when the eyes are done, you will go in with less product for your complexion because the look already looks done, versus if you go in with foundation, concealer first, you're gonna go in with the heavier hand than you really need. And when you really think about it, that's kind of true. And of course, obviously, it's just much cleaner when you have your eyes done versus risking ruining your base when your eyeshadow isn't done and having to go in after. Making sure I bring this right in here, fluffing this all out. After you apply your eyeshadow, he actually goes in with a brown eye pencil, and he uses this instead of a black one, and he uses this to tightline his eyes and then draw like an outer little wing. So that is what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna tightline first. The faces you make when you tightline is actually terrifying. Also, when you're tightlining, don't forget to tightline the inner corner as well as the outer corner. Just creating that little wing on the outer corners. Now his was a little bit more softer, but I need a wing for myself, so I'm just using this brown liner and going a little bit more stronger than he did. Once he's finished with the eyes, he actually went in with his enhancer, the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and he goes in with this cream product and applies it right over here in the waterline, like technically like below the waterline. It's a very important step, applying the enhancer in the bottom lash line. The reason he does that is to make the face look shorter, which actually helps with aging. He mentioned that as we age, our face gets like longer and like we lose that elasticity. So the shorter we can make our face with makeup, the younger we will look. Essentially, when you're applying an enhancer here, the amount of space you take up for foundation and concealer will be less. That tip is actually so genius. Like, what? And also doing this actually helps to complete the look as well. And if you are like me, who has, you know, a little bit of wrinkles and creasing under the eyes, it also helps to kind of like hide that, so that's really helpful. I feel like this tip alone was like worth the whole masterclass, like just like that. You see how like it just made my eye look way more complete than it did before? Now it's time for foundation. We've let that cream kind of like settle into our skin. Now Mario, of course, uses the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. This is his only foundation actually, and it is a very dewy finish, so if you have dry skin, you're gonna really like this. Now how he applies this is that he uses his F4 brush, which is super viral. If you guys don't know about this brush, you're missing out. It's one of my most used complexion brushes. I don't recommend high-end brushes that often, but if I had to, this is the one. You can apply your foundation. I use this for concealer, bronzing, blush, anything cream or liquid, I go in with this. Okay, so what Mario likes to do is he actually prefers to only go in with one pump. Now, I am someone who uses like 1 to 2 pumps. He takes the smaller side, goes in and applies this directly to the face. And then he takes the bigger side and then uses that to kind of blend that all out. One of the tips that Mario gave when it comes to applying foundation is to not go close to the hairline right here. The reason why is because that is where the sun touches us the most, our forehead. So essentially that area of our face is gonna be a lot darker compared to our cheeks and our chin. And so if you go in with your foundation shade in that area, it has a high possibility it's going to turn gray. He essentially says that our complexion is a mixture of shades. It's not just like one single shade, and I completely agree. I actually already do this trick because my forehead is like 3-4 shades darker than my cheeks and my chin, and so if I do the same color foundation right up to my hairline, it's not gonna look cute. So you wanna essentially leave that gap for your bronzer so it kind of blends in nicely and doesn't get too gray. Now you don't need to bring the foundation too close up to your eyes because we already have the enhancer and we're gonna go in with concealer as well. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Concealer. Now this again is a radiant concealer. Now he actually doesn't go all the way up to the lash line and apply it. He starts off pretty low. Now that we have the concealer done, he actually skips bronzer for now and goes in with powder. Of course, he uses the Makeup by Mario powders. Now these powders, you guys, I highly recommend them. I personally am obsessed with them. I've done so many videos using this powder. It actually is so blurring and it's also talc free, which is kind of a hard combination to come by nowadays. Now he goes into a brush like this. This is the F2 brush and he goes into the more fluffier side. And I'm gonna go into the shade 4 for all over the face. And he just starts kind of like pressing that in very lightly to set the makeup. We're actually gonna just skip the under eyes because he goes in with the puff for the under eyes. And I personally would go in with a lighter shade. I would go in with shade 3 for my under eyes. So I'm just gonna use powder 4 for all over the face. Just lightly setting everything. I'm actually gonna flip it to this side, and he does add a light layer of powder underneath the eyes with the smaller end before he even does the puff. So that is what we're gonna do as well. Now going into the shade 3, I'm using this puff and applying it to my under eye, and you can like see how nice and blurred that looks. I feel like I wasn't centered in this video this whole time. All right, I'm just gonna go in here. And you want to make sure you take your time with this, like don't rush it, make sure everything is nice and powdered and you don't miss anything. Okay. Okay, my forehead looks kind of crazy. We're gonna do bronzer next. For bronzer, he actually goes in with his Makeup by Mario enhancer. Now you guys are probably like, wait, this is a cream and you've already powdered. He actually uses the enhancer after he's powdered. Now Mario used to be at one point like the contour king, and he actually prefers a more natural bronzer look. You want to grab the product and as always kind of blend it out on the back of your hand so you're not going with too much. Now this actually has a luminous finish, and he says that the luminosity in the enhancer grabs onto the powder. I'm just gonna start right here and place the products in these 2 points right here for the hairline, and then you want to just take that and start blending that out. For the cheekbones, again, you want to go into the brush and then you want to start right here. Don't start over here, you want to start right here, and then afterwards take the bigger brush and blend that kind of all over. Just like that. It's very much a natural finish, and as you can tell, like it's still doing something without doing too much. Obviously, depending on your preference for bronzing, you can build it up how you want it. So if you don't prefer anything too crazy, you can leave it as is. If you're like me, you like to be a little bit more chiseled, you can kind of build it up afterwards. As you can see, it just brings life back in without messing up your layers, which is really nice because sometimes after powder you can look really flat. He also does the jaw as well. For mascara, Mario is a tried and true fan of Voluminous by L'Oreal. He says that he's been using it for like 25 years. Now this is a classic though. Just going to go in. I feel like this mascara is one of the most like blackest shades of mascara, the specific shade, whatever I'm using. And as always, I will link all the products down below. Just going in. I forgot to curl my lashes. And that's how my lashes look. I will probably add falsies at the end of this just because I prefer falsies, but I want to create the look first before I do that. Once you've done all that, he actually likes to go back into the eyeshadows and just like deepen anything up that you would like. I am just going in with the shade I went in with earlier. Also just using those shadows to set that enhancer in the outer corner. Gonna do that on this side as well. For blush, he actually goes in with the peachy blush for that look. I don't have his peach blush, but I do have his pink blush, so I'm gonna go in with this. It's like a very cool tone pink. Again, he goes in with the F4 brush and then, you know, tap off the excess on the back of the arm. And he does this a few times, packing that right on top, right there. Now this is called a plumping blush, and it does give that like juicy, like not lip filler, but cheek filler type look. Yeah, my skin definitely looks very plump. He just goes in with the bronzer for all the spots that we used the enhancer. He uses his bronzer. I'm just gonna go in with one I have on hand and just blend out the nose contour. Okay, now time for lips. When he applies lip liner, he does overline his lips, but in a very specific way. Now he does have liners. His personal favorite is Spiced Chai. I don't have that. I have this one. It's in the shade Rich Mauve. Now, I don't know if this is gonna match my look. I think so. Let's go in with this. So what he likes to do is he likes to overline the Cupid's bow area right here. And then as he's drawing the line along the sides right here, he likes to go in with the natural lip line. The reason for that is that if you overline this area as well, it's gonna droop your face. So he likes to keep the overlining just like right here and right here at the top. Another reason why overlining here is useful is that it shortens the distance between the top of your lips and your nose, essentially shortening your face, which I talked about at the beginning of the video. Just overlining these areas. The natural lip line for the rest. I definitely think this liner is a tiny bit too pink for my liking, so I'm gonna go in with another brown shade on top, right there, just like that. He also does like to powder his lip liner. He does go in with a Makeup by Mario lipstick and then his plumping lip serum, which I have here. I have a few shades, but I think I want to go in with this like mauve-y one. Now these are plumping, they make your lips look so good, but just be careful because once you've like put it up, you can't bring it back down. Ooh, this is such a gorgeous color. Yeah, just like that. Alright, now we're gonna finish off with the Makeup by Mario setting spray. I really like the setting spray. I like it more as a fixing spray more than even as a setting spray. It does have a very ultra fine mist, which is nice. I think I am done. I'm gonna put on my false lashes and I'll be back. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on all the tips and tricks I learned from the Makeup by Mario Masterclass. And as always, I love you guys so much and I will see you guys in my next video.